Food, and more food. What's up, 23% Nation? Your man, Coach D, is back with an all new, brand new video series entitled 10 Secrets Fit and Healthy People Won't Tell You. So, as stated in the introduction, guys, I told you that a lot of people, particularly my students, have been approaching me, whether it's before class or after class or even during class, with all types of questions related to fitness and health and bodybuilding and all that good stuff. So I decided to put together another video series that will basically deal with lots of secrets that fit and healthy people like to keep to themselves. Well, being that I consider myself fit and healthy, I wanted to go ahead and share these unknowns with the common everyday person. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into our very first secret. So get ready because this is going to be an amazing ride. All right, 23% Nation, the first secret is it's all about the food. Guys, I cannot stress how important it is for you to have a healthy and balanced diet. So, in this particular video, guys, I'm not going to talk about meat. Why, you may ask? Well, once again, you're talking to Coach D, and guys, remember Coach D is all about plant foods, at least for the first 7 days of every month. So that being said, the aim of this particular video is to let you know just how important plant foods are to being fit and to being healthy. So getting into this first slide, ladies and gentlemen, Coach D wants to let you know that it is definitely all about the food. And so when we talk about food, really what we're talking about are the 5 quote unquote food groups that you can consume during the 23% challenge. So those are going to be your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts and seeds, your whole grains, and of course, we cannot forget about our legumes, meaning our beans and peas. So in each subsequent slide, I want to approach each of these food groups individually to let you know how they can keep your body fit and healthy. All right. Now, some of you may be wondering, Coach D, why plants? I don't like fruits. I don't like vegetables. I don't even know anything about nuts and seeds. Some of you may be thinking to yourselves, well, let's remember this. The key is to keep the body fit and healthy. So I don't know how else I can put it. But guys, the more plants you put into your body, not only will you become more fit, but yes, you will most certainly become more healthy. Now understand this. The purpose of this video series is not about bodybuilding. It's not about you becoming the next top model. It's not about you becoming the next physique or classic physique or swimwear or underwear model. No, it's about helping out those individuals who want to become fit and or healthy. You see? So the reason why I'm stressing what I like to call the 5 food groups of the 23% challenge is because it helps to prevent and manage the big 4. Now, some people may be wondering, what in the world are the big 4? Well, the big 4 are those diseases that plague most Americans, and they also cause a lot of premature death. So, if you know anything about me, you know I am always here to help. Why? Because I love you. So guys, the reason behind me pushing plants all the time is because they help to prevent, if not manage, type 2 diabetes, obesity, cancer, and let's not forget the #1 killer of Americans is heart disease. So you know, I personally am involved, shall I say deeply involved, in this particular video series. All right, so first let's talk about fruit. Yummy, gotta love fruit. I mean, look at that amazing picture. Doesn't it make your mouth water? So when we talk about fruit, all right, here are just a few of the benefits about fruits. Number one is water. Now, during the 23% challenge, you cannot consume any type of processed beverage, right? So we're talking about sodas, alcohol, anything that's not water, you cannot consume it. Now, I do understand that a lot of people don't like the taste of water, and that's a-okay. But here's one quick way to trick yourself into consuming more water is to eat more fruit. What you have to understand is that fruit is basically more than 50% water. So if you're having any issues with drinking more water, then all you have to do is increase your fruit consumption. By increasing the amount of fruit that you eat on a daily basis, you will automatically increase the amount of water that you're drinking. Next up is fiber. Today, I want to let you know that fiber is nature's plumber. That's right, guys. It keeps your tubes clean, meaning your blood vessels as well as your GI tract. Okay, specifically your large intestine, or we can use the word colon. So in order for your blood vessels to stay open and dilated and unclogged, okay, consume more fruit. Why? Because it contains more fiber. In order to relieve any type of symptoms of constipation, right, you definitely want to consume more fruit, which contains more fiber. I can't stress this enough. For those of us who have a sweet tooth, for those of us who enjoy cookies, cakes, pies, donuts, shall I continue on? Guys, fruit is an excellent alternative. Basically, fruit is known as nature's candy. That's right. But it doesn't come with all the toxic chemicals. It doesn't come with the cholesterol or the saturated fat. It's all goodness. Plus, it tastes delicious. And last but not least, guys, fruits are very, very, very convenient. Most of them need absolutely no cooking. Most of them you can carry around in your hand, in your pocket, in your purse, in your bag, right? So you can always have fruit on the go. Next up, let's talk about vegetables. Yummy. Guys, vegetables, even though they may not taste as sweet as fruit, right, because they lack what we call fructose, they are an excellent source, and I say excellent source of vitamins and minerals. And let's not forget about fiber, guys. Remember, fiber is nature's plumber. It helps to keep your colon as well as your blood vessels clear of anything that can clog them up. Also, vegetables are an excellent source of antioxidants. That's right. Now, we've talked about antioxidants before, but basically, guys, antioxidants are phytochemicals, specifically vitamins A, C, and E, that ultimately help prevent the body from aging. They also help prevent cancer, and they also help prevent heart disease. You see, so just by consuming more vegetables, you're not only putting more fiber in your body, but you're battling all those bad diseases that can lead to a premature death. And last but not least, for those people who are interested in being on a low-calorie diet, guys, I want to let you know that vegetables are extremely low in calories. That's right. So, if you want to fill up your stomach with a whole lot of food without a whole lot of regret, go ahead and consume more vegetables. Okay? You can eat as many vegetables, and I'll throw in fruit too, without ever having to worry about gaining a pound. Moving on. Next up, nuts and seeds, guys. Nuts and seeds. Love these. Nuts and seeds are an excellent source of healthy fats, meaning unsaturated fats. Now, the good thing about these healthy fats, healthy unsaturated fats, is that they do the body good. You see, unsaturated fats do an amazing job at help preventing heart disease. That's right, guys. They help to keep the blood pressure at a normal level. Now, here's one thing about nuts and seeds, is that because they are an excellent source of healthy fat, the calorie content is rather high, all right? So if you're looking to add calories to your diet, nuts and seeds are definitely the way to go. Also, because of their high fat content, they will leave you feeling fuller longer. That's right. Because here's one complaint that a lot of people have. They say, well, Coach D, if I go on an all plant diet for 7 days, won't I be hungry? Won't I have to eat a whole lot of food? And the answer is yes and yes. But here's the thing about nuts and seeds. Because they have a very high fat content, that causes the body to release a certain hormone during the digestion process. When that hormone is released, guess what happens? Digestion slows down. That's right. Which then leaves you feeling fuller longer. Okay? It's just that simple. And last but not least, as I mentioned with fruits, nuts and seeds are equally convenient. That's right. Actually, they may be even more convenient because you don't have to worry about nuts and seeds going bad, unlike fruit. Guys, I want to let you know that some of my favorite nuts and seeds are pistachios, almonds, and cashews. I love them, I love them, I love them. Uh, I'm kind of okay with pecans and walnuts. Okay, a lot of people like sesame seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, right? Well, they're all very convenient. You can put them in your hand. You can put them in your purse, your bag, your knapsack, whatever you have. You can easily store nuts and seeds in them. You don't have to worry about them being cooked. You don't have to worry about adding them to any type of dish, although you can if you want. But nuts and seeds are extremely convenient, which basically means they're very easily to eat. All right. Next up, whole grains, guys, whole grains. Whole grains are an excellent source of carbohydrates. Now, being that they're an excellent source of carbohydrates means that they're going to provide the body with a lot of energy. One quick thing to understand is that if you are looking to start your day off on a very energetic note, you probably want to consume whole grains in the morning. That's right. Whole grains will give you long-lasting energy as the day progresses. Now, here's the one thing about whole grains that most people may not understand. When I say that whole grains are an excellent source of carbs, a lot of people may shy away, or a lot of people may run away and say, oh my God, no way, I don't want to eat a lot of carbs. Well, the good thing about whole grains is that they contain a lot of fiber. And fiber, as stated earlier, is nature's plumber. But it also slows down the release of the sugar into your bloodstream, which basically means it will not spike your insulin levels. So go ahead and eat as many whole grains as you like. If you want to consume brown rice, you like quinoa, you want to do oatmeal, there are tons and tons and tons of whole grains that are out there. So once again, if you're looking for any type of plant food that's going to sustain you for an extended period of time, then go ahead and consume more whole grains. Next up, let's talk about our legumes, meaning beans and peas. Now, here is one misnomer that is extremely popular throughout the entire populace. Okay? Guys, a lot of people will say, well, if I'm going to go on an all-plant diet, where am I going to get my protein from? I know that most people are wondering, so that's why I really want to stress just how important it is to consume legumes. You see, guys, legumes are an excellent source of protein. As a matter of fact, approximately 1 cup of black beans will offer your body anywhere from 30 to 40 grams of protein. That's right. Another cool thing about beans and peas is that they are extremely versatile. So if you want, you can add them to a salad. You can add them to a sandwich. They could also be the base ingredient for any type of veggie burger that you would like to create. Another thing about beans and peas is that there's a huge variety. I mean, you got black beans, you got black eyed peas, you got kidney beans, lentils, lima beans. The list goes on and on and on and on. Now, yes, some beans may have a higher protein content than others, but generally speaking, of all the plant foods, your beans and peas are going to have the highest protein content. So once again, if you're concerned about where you're going to get your protein from, don't fret, don't worry, don't get upset, don't get mad. Just simply eat more beans and peas. And last but not least, legumes are another great source of fiber. So guys, check it out. If you're constipated, right, eat more beans and peas. Guys, that's all that I have for you today. So basically, we've just covered the 5 food groups of the 23% challenge. So here's our question of the day. Are you ready to eat more plant foods? Well, I hope so. Remember, this video series is all about us becoming more fit and more healthy. So once again, are you ready to eat more plant foods? Whether you are or are not, please state why. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. And as always, eat well. That way you feel well. When you feel well, you can think well. When you think well, you do well. And when you combine all of that, you end up being well. Guys, this is Coach D of the 23% Challenge. Take care and God bless.